It's your lady K, and today I have a easy, simple, cute, and affordable DIY. As you can see, I'm wearing this slick, oversized hoodie. Yes, it's an actual hoodie, so you have a hood on it. Have the pockets. Pretty much what I'll be doing is I'll be turning this into a two-piece. It'll be an oversized crop top, and this will be a skirt. The bottom will be a skirt. I'm undecided if I want to do the scrunch waist or if I want to do an actual tie in the waist. But if I do a tie in the waist, then I'll actually change these out as well. And it's just simple untie and thread, well, not thread, but put a different fabric through there and pull it out to the next side. So really simple, really easy, but I will give further details. But for right now, because I know I actually want the crop top part to stop, I have my piece of chalk, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a mark where I want it to stop at. So you can see my mark. So what I'll do is I'll take the scissors and I'll just cut straight around. Now, the thing about it is I don't want a cuff, like I want it to have an actual raw edge. So I won't hem it, I won't do none of that to it. I'll just leave it straggly how it is. If I could pull a couple of strands, I might do that as well. I'm not too sure as of right now what I'm going to do. But if you stay tuned, you can follow along with me as I turn this into a two-piece. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this project. The mark that I actually made from me laying the sweater down, I can now see that the armpit and the mark does not align correctly. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut just maybe a half an inch below the actual mark, and I'm just gonna go from one end to the next end. Now that I have finished cutting it, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of pull and tug on the end so it can have the effect that I want. I don't want it too straight, as I told y'all before. I want it kind of raw, so I'm just stretching it out so it could fit like oversized. I don't want it to like snug at the waist area. I'm done with that. For now, I'll just move that out of the way and we'll go ahead and get started on the bottom. So I'm gonna turn the skirt inside out. I'm gonna line it up correctly. I want everything to be aligned with each other, and I'm pretty much gonna fold it over. I think maybe about 2 inches or an inch and a half. Let's measure it and see. So yeah, I think I like an inch and a half better. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with an inch and a half and make sure that it's an inch and a half all the way around. Now I'm going to get my stick pins, and this is the step right before I take it to the sewing machine, and I'm just going to pretty much put the stick pins in place so that when I do take it to the sewing machine, the fabric does not move out of place. And I actually sew with my stick pins in the fabric. If you pin them a certain way, it really don't affect your sewing machine. Well, it really don't affect the needle, but I just like to sew with my pins in. And I'm going to speed this up. I'm not going to talk y'all head off either. Now that I have all my stick pins in place, everything is looking good. I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine, and I'm just going to do a straight stitch all the way around. Just a visual of me at the sewing machine. This will also be sped up as well because I can't really teach you how to use the sewing machine on this video. So it's just a visual. So now that the sewing is completed, I pretty much brought it back to my sewing table and I'm going to remove the pins. This part will also be sped up because I really don't need to teach you all how to remove pins. Now that all pins are completely out, I'm going to go ahead and turn it right side out. I'm going to lay it down, pretty much align everything where it needs to be aligned, and this will be the step right before I actually put my string in for my waist. So I did decide to go with the string waist instead of the elastic band waist. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and find the middle of it, and I'll make 2 circle openings, and I'll show you what those circles look like. Now that I have my 2 holes, I'm going to take my strap fabric, pretty much some fabric that I found from leftover fabric. I'm going to, hold on one second. Safety pin, that's what I was looking for. I'm going to go ahead and attach a safety pin to the end of it, and it's just a method that I use to actually help me bob through the fabric that I actually made. And you can feel for the safety pin while pushing the fabric through, if that makes sense. Watch this method, and I'm gonna speed this up as well. And guess what? I'm done. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the string through. As you can see, I actually have a drawstring on my skirt in the waist area. Now the next method I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie a knot, but I'm gonna make a double knot because you want the knot to be bigger than the actual hole that you created. So if for any reason your string get pulled, it will not go through the hole that you created to make it come out of. I'm gonna do that to the next string, and I'm gonna speed it up as well. I really don't want to talk your head off. Now that I'm done with the skirt, I'm gonna go ahead and move to the actual hoodie. I'm gonna take this drawstring out just so it can match the string that's in my skirt. As you can see, my cheetah print string is right here. And I was going to use this tool, but as you can see, it's really not going to work, so I'm just going to stick to the other method. Right. But same method as I did with the skirt, and I'll be back. Guess what? I did it. So I pulled the strings through, I'm going to remove the safety pin, and I'm going to go ahead and just tie a knot on this side. As I said, I double knotted so it will not go through the hole. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to speed that side up as well.